you're all having a good time. Good evening again, just in case. I found that when it says that I'm live, it doesn't actually mean I'm live yet. It just means that I've started the process. And so then my good evening, good morning, whatever gets cut off. So anyway, good evening. I was going to play Blueprints today, but I decided after some considered judgment that I just don't feel like it. So instead, we're doing another story, Tears of the Kingdom stream. Going to be getting all of the memories today and tracking down the Master Sword. So I have a list pulled up. Technically, it's an image, but whatever. I have a list pulled up of all of the memories in sequence. We're going to go track them all down. Minoru told us, hey, you should go talk to the Deku Tree. He'll tell you where the Master Sword is, but after considered judgment and looking up exactly what he tells us, all he does is gives us a marker for where the Master Sword is and does not necessarily contribute to the story of where the Master Sword is. So, well, we found the 5th sage. Okay, we can go talk. Excuse me. We can go talk to Pura. See what she has to say. I only have 36 light roots, which means I really need to get down to the depths more often. Excuse me. I had some cup noodles before stream today. And while I finished the noodles, there's still a little bit of broth. I am likely going to be finishing that as I stream. Well, did you find anything out about the 5th sage? Only everything, Pura. You found the Sage of Spirit? Minoru? This is incredible. That means we have the 5 sages. Fantastic work, Link. I can't believe this is actually one of the sages who faced off against the Demon King alongside Princess Zelda. And now we have news about the princess. There's some relief in that, at least. So, in the ancient past, Princess Zelda worked to restore the decayed Master Sword and return it to your hand, trusting that you would defeat the Demon King in the present day. She did so much, all on her own.
Yes.
The restored Master Sword is somewhere in this era, I'm sure of it. To start, you should probably talk to the Deku Tree about it, as Minoru advised. The Deku Tree is in the center of the Great Hyrule Forest to the north of you. Princess Zelda left us with her final wish. It's up to us now.
Yeah.
Talk to the Deku Tree. He may have a lead. You have to find the Master Sword. The sequence of events leading up to the Master Sword is a little long. I'm aiming for about a 2-hour stream here, because I still am just not feeling great. So, if we have extra time, we'll go visit the Deku Tree. But it is, again, a little bit too much. No. I've been playing a number of other games, and hit X to try to interact. I don't know what game offhand that was, but I've been playing, well, one, I've been playing a bunch of Silksong, which, you know, believe it or not, is still a great game. I have not yet reached Act 2 of Silksong. Ostensibly, the game will have multiple acts because the game started with Act 1 Farloom. And I think I've found the boss that will lead me to Act 2, but when I encountered them, I was like, you know what? There's still a lot more I want to explore before progressing. So I went and I found a couple of other areas and did some more stuff. It was a good time. We will probably go talk to Impa and get the lowdown on the geoglyphs. We don't really need them because A, I found all of the spots before, B, this map that I have pulled up details the locations of everything too. The locations of all of the memories specifically. Anyway. See if I can get my old lady voice on. What a surprise it is to see you here after all this time, Link. I heard you had gone missing. It is certainly a relief to see you back, and in one piece, more or less. Link's in one piece, anyway. And Princess Zelda, where is she?
Oh.
What? She still has yet to return? In that case, we must use all available means to search for her. Link, when Princess Zelda went missing, something else happened all over Hyrule. During the upheaval, huge pictures appeared out of nowhere, images sprawled across fields and hills. We are calling them geoglyphs. I understand they have been found in locations across the kingdom. Kato and I are traveling from region to region in hopes of seeing them all. I noticed this geoglyph from a distance while I was standing on high ground. Examining it up close, I could not make out what it depicted. I thought I might have a better view from up in the sky. I took to the air in the balloon Purr gave me, but then, alas, the wind struck and completely sheared the balloon off the base. I racked my brain for ways to reattach the two parts, to no avail. Yeah? Oh, you fixed my balloon! Thank you, Link. Will you come with me to look at the geoglyph then?
Yeah.
Time to head out then. Ah, I nearly forgot. Would you mind doing one final thing for me? Light a fire there and the balloon will start to float. Then we can be on our way. Fire weapon. It has been a long time since I played Tears of the Kingdom. And I didn't want it to be another whole week, because again, I was replacing my usual Tears of the Kingdom stream with Silksong yesterday, and so I didn't want it to be a whole additional week. Too high up, I feel faint. But finally we get to see it, the geoglyph. Well done, Link. You know, I read something in the village's old literature, a passage about what the ancients called the dragon's tears. Where the tears rest upon the earth, we mark down the images to which they gave birth. I believe this geoglyph is one such image, but even from this vantage, its meaning is no clearer to me. Nor can I figure out what dragon's tears might be. But you know, the literature is correct. One of them should be quite close, near the geoglyph, or even within its borders. Would you look around? This could be the clue we need to discover Princess Zelda's whereabouts. If you would like to examine the geoglyph from a ground level, you can float down with a paraglider. No need to worry about me, I can manage a simple landing. Oh, what? One of the things is filled in up there? Oh man, that's so suspicious. Yeet! One final thing indeed, Dalimar's Blade. But to be fair, who doesn't have a grandma who always has one more thing for them to take care of? Shoutouts to all grandmas who also like to dote on their grandchildren much more than they ever cared for their own children.
What? Oh, dear. Where am I? We didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. It's okay. My name is Sonia.
And could we ask what your name is?
I am the daughter of King Rome of Hyrule, Zelda.
What an unexpected answer. We are the king and queen who founded Hyrule, after all. Or at least we were the last time I checked.
You two founded Hyrule? And you're the king?
My name is Rauru, King Rauru of Hyrule.
King Rauru? And Queen Sonia? But that must mean...
two thoughts from that memory. One, very kind of the time travel to arrest her momentum, stop her from just splatting when she landed in the past. Two, for shame that Zelda still feels a need to identify herself by her father first, instead of by herself. Link, you look distracted. What's wrong? Goodness, you say you had a vision? Saw mysterious figures? And then Princess Zelda? The geoglyphs, literature, and the dragon's tears, and now a vision of the lost princess. What if these are all connected? Let us continue to examine the geoglyphs. They may contain further clues that lead to Princess Zelda. You know, according to the literature, there is something to do with geoglyphs in the Forgotten Temple. The Forgotten Temple lies at the bottom of a canyon in Hebra. I think we should make our way there soon. We'll make our way there after we find the other geoglyph stuff. Okay. Well, okay. The next geoglyph is up here, and the canyon is right there. I think we're going to be best served by going to this one rather than trying to cross the ravine. So then we go south, all the way over there. I guess I didn't check to see if there were any sky archipelago things, but looks like it's pretty bereft. No, Link, we're not going to change your outfit just because you're a little cold. We will drop a little faster than normal, though. See if it's the altitude that is causing the extreme chill. You have more than enough parts. It's fine. You're fine. Well, there's the tier. Let's go get a little view of what it is before we just drop down unceremoniously. I guess it kind of looks like one of the Zonai, like looking up, arms spread.
As I thought. This is not the world I know. A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda. But if you, like Sonia, have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Oh? I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Rauru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as my time power. Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
I see. In any case, Zelda, you had said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you possibly could.
Yes. In my time, something terrible is happening. I need to get back there. But how do I do that? I don't even know how I got here in the first place.
Now, Zelda dear, you don't need to solve your problems all at once. Why not come back with us to the castle, hmm?
No,
We'll tell everyone that you're a distant relative of ours. It is true, after all. We'll get you fresh clothes, too. I'm sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
I don't know what to say.
I wonder. Minoru, she may have some idea of how to get you back to your era.
Minoru, you said?
Yes. She knows far more than anyone about our people. And like us, my older sister has a secret stone. We'll call on her.
Cool, 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 cool. There's, for the sake of this being all about trying to play through the story, we're not going to spoil the story while it's happening. But there is a thought that occurred to me during that we'll talk about after we get to 2. I think it's, what, Vision 7 or 8? Anyway. Excuse me. Here we are. I am going to change my outfit, though, just because I feel like Link's face deserves to be seen. I don't think I have something fashionable, per se. Yeah, nothing exceptional. Also just go, like, iconic, if not. Just put on the stealth mask. It's his eyes that express a bit anyway. Look, Leok over there. It'd be real funny if it got in our way. I don't know if I've killed this one. I mean, if we drop down and shoot its heads, the fall damage might just kill it. Of course, you know, Blood Moon right afterwards, just to bring it right back, but do I have any Ice Keese eyeballs? I have a fear. Let's not forget. Oh, that's Nothing, man. Come on. We deserve far better than that. Skip the blood moon. Let's not use the last of our ice keys eyeballs. These eyeballs. Running out of Lionel bows, huh? Well, we do know where we can get some more. Ow. Fireball time? Guess not. There we go. I see, it's too hot. The lack of a star next to the name of the Trilly Valley Flamboyant says that I haven't killed this particular friend. Yeah, I just played safe. Good stuff. Ugh. Okay, we're still looking a little farther north. We have one spare rocket, but we can drop a few. I think it's up this way. Okay. There's a fallen star. Just gonna try to bank back up a little. So it was right in this area. Oh, there it is.
It is quite an interesting device. This is definitely not from this era. That said, I believe there may be a way to get the travel functionality working here. I'd like to tinker with it a bit. Would it be okay if I borrow it?
Yes, whatever you need. I really appreciate your help.
Then I'll hold on to it.
So you really believe my story? That I came from the future?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Minoru, do you know of a way we could help to return Zelda back to her time?
I suspect it was the power of your secret stone that allowed you to travel through time. To put it simply, secret stones amplify the power their owners possess. I am able to separate my spirit from my body. Rauru can repel or destroy evil with his power of light. And Sonia, she can control time. As for you, I can sense both light and time powers. But your secret stone seems to amplify your time power.
Time power.
Ultimately, the secret stone only amplifies your power. It doesn't suddenly grant you mastery and control. That's still up to you. That means, if you don't already know how to get yourself home... There are stories about the secret stones and a forbidden act called draconification. To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
Yes. But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself. That is why it is forbidden. I thought maybe this could lead to a solution, some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Back where we started. There's still hope. I think the answer to this problem lies in study and learning more about the nature of your power. I'm sure Sonia would be happy to help you.
Okay.
Good stuff, good stuff. Next one is fairly close, but I think... probably... yeah, I might as well. Oh, look. A horde of bats. Yeah, it's right there. Wow. Okay. I am curious if we can make it where we're going without opening our paraglider. I think we can. trees might get in the way, though. Hey, perfect.
Hyrule will bow down before me.
Molduga are approaching our position!
It's more than we thought! It's a swarm!
There are so many of them. But why would they... That blast wiped out all the Molduga!
How is that possible?
So brute force will not be enough. The secret stone of the Zonai. How interesting.
I do wonder how far ahead Ganondorf had thought when sending Molduga along a canyon that does not end in sand. How effective are monsters that can only traverse through sand going to be once you leave the sandy area, is my question, Ganondorf. But, you know, you're the big bad king of the Gerudo. You probably know what you're doing, right? Anyway. Once again, Link, you're not that cold. I promise. You're not that cold. You've got enough hearts. You're not that cold. See, you're grand. I think we could reach there, but we want to get a good look at the geoglyph before we Because generally the geoglyphs hint at what the story thing's going to be. The one we just saw was a Molduga. Number 3 with the Purapad was a Purapad, etc., etc., etc. So just fun little tidbits. This looks like Ganondorf kneeling. Ah, good old texture pop. You know, he certainly looks like he's trying to play along with saving Hyrule and all that jazz. I do think these cutscenes are pretty good at communicating story. It's just frustrating that there isn't really a diegetic way to know which ones are in proper sequence.
Allow me to offer you my deepest apologies. On behalf of the Gerudo, for taking so long to accept your repeated invitations. It is our desire to be accepted into the protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the Kingdom of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
It is my honor. When your Zonai ancestors first descended upon these lands long, long ago, they must have seemed to be gods. And now you rule as king, and have taken a Hyrulean woman as your wife. Your Majesty has certainly risen above your admirable lineage. Most impressive. It is unfortunate that the noble Zonai no longer grace this world with their presence. All except you and your sister, that is.
Even if something were to happen to me, both my kingdom and the peace it brings, these will endure for generations to come. Your actions today are appreciated, Ganondorf. I look forward to your future endeavors. You may leave.
Your Majesty.
King Roru, I believe that man's heart holds many dark ambitions. Just his name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware of his evil nature. For that reason, and others, I want him close. It will be easier to keep an eye on him. There is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
when I played this game originally, I stumbled upon memory 11 out of 12 quite early, and was, I mean, not surprised, because I had seen the first couple and had a good idea of what was going to happen. But it was like, it'd be nice if, like, there was some quest that pointed you from geoglyph to geoglyph to tell you what story you're going to encounter. Because the pictures themselves don't really give any indication of sequence by any stretch. They hint at content, but they don't inform on series. There is, in the Great Ravine Temple, there is technically a dais, however you say that word, that has, in a clockwise pattern, the sequence, I believe. So I guess arguably there is a diegetic way, but I think it doesn't explicitly say anything. It just has the images in sequence, and also where they show up on the map of Hyrule. And you kind of have to assume which one is first, second, third, and then by process of elimination, there's still a good chance of messing it up, is the point. Anyway. This one's Sonia, I believe. Ears are very long for a Hylian, but it could just be artistic choice. Ah, yes, a hot air balloon to help us decide which one to, where the, anyway.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed. I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
Zelda lost her mother when she was very young. And her father, as we are fond of pointing out, was not a great parent in helping her to mature with confidence and self-assurance. And I think it's interesting the impact Sonia has on Zelda in this moment. We will talk more as the story progresses, but I think the actions that take place, Zelda's choices in particular, kind of reflect in what she was and was not able to learn from Sonia in this brief time that they get to have together. Generally speaking, I'm against 2-hour-long cutscenes. I've never played any Hideo Kojima games, and so I don't have personal experience, yay or nay, as to whether they work. But I have played Yakuza games, and there are a lot of cutscenes in Yakuza games, and sometimes it's kind of boring to have the game sit and tell you what's going on for a while. And so I understand why they didn't want to do any kind of long string of cutscenes. I mean, even the final boss fight in this game has a lot of, like, interruptions and brief moments of cinema. But I wonder if there was a better way to tell the story here than in these 12-episode chunks. Again, I'm very fond of these cutscenes for telling the story of Zelda in the past. But I just wonder whether it could have been done better.
All right, Zelda. We are alone as you requested. What was it you wanted to discuss with me in private?
You are far too trusting.
Oh my. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing. That is quite out of character for the Zelda I know. But then you are a puppet of Ganondorf.
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit? Your Majesty! Queen Sonia! Oh no! Queen Sonia!
On Jim Carrey face there. Last one in the cold. So hopefully we don't die, / don't need to actually eat something. That one, in case it wasn't clear, I figured it being a sword / dagger was more than clear enough, but that was a dagger. This one is a lot less obvious. But on the mural from the beginning of the game and from the title screen, this is Ganondorf descending, as it were. Inheriting his Secret Stone's power. Etc., etc. You see the Demon King horns, and then billowing power as he is, you know, portrayed as the evil they are rising up against. Good stuff.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Finally, it is mine!
Sonia!
You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed.
Ganondorf!
Queen Sonia needs you!
Before saying anything else, let's acknowledge that the Zelda timeline is a joke that should not necessarily be taken seriously under any circumstances. But this Ganondorf clearly is, design-wise, the most similar to Demise in Skyward Sword. Which, if timeline is at all to be considered in these games, would make sense, given that if this is as ancient as the story implies, that this game might be proximate to Skyward Sword compared to many of the other Zelda games. But especially like the long flowing hair is very Demise coded. Yeah, it's down, I think. I thought it was like down in there, but no, it's further down here. Also, they just had to zoom in on Ganondorf's new nasty toenails when he had assumed his Demon King form. We had to know that he had essentially claws for his feet. There we go. The angle's bad on this one, but it's a secret stone.
King Rauru, we just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen. At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru. The Demon King. He is not someone you can stop by yourself. But you are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all.
Zonai. Sacred stones.
Stand with me. I need all your aid.
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Rauru, the King of Light.
So by my memory, the Triforce doesn't really factor in at all in this game explicitly. It's implied to some degree, but it's never like pointed to, stated outright. There's a little more implication in, as I recall, Age of Calamity, that Zelda's sealing power specifically isn't just light and time combined. It is rooted in the heritage of the Triforce. And I feel like that would be a good explanation for why Ganondorf's Sacred Stone amplifies his abilities so drastically compared to everyone else's. Because from a purely like balance perspective, it doesn't really make sense that one person with one stone would be beating 5 people, 6 people, counting Zelda, with 6 other stones. And so it would make sense, especially given Ganondorf's design, that whether he's aware of it or not, he has the Triforce of Power at this moment. But, again, they don't say that. They just kind of imply that Ganondorf is somehow stronger than all the other people put together. Arguably, he's certainly more ruthless, and his desire for conquest might give him the edge in a fight, especially because he seems to be... They claim he's a hero, which arguably implies that he has been in fights before. Whereas Rauru, it's entirely possible that he has been just a guy, just a leader, just a I don't want to say just politician, because he does, like, civic design is also, it seems like civic design is his passion based on all of the memories we find, voice notes from him, that he just wants to design cool stuff and appreciate the designs of his ancestors. So it's possible that Ganondorf is more, like, trained in, like, fighting and channeling whatever magic he uses, whatever Gerudo magic he's inherited, whatever dark magic he's studied. But again, it's all just, if the secret stones themselves possess power, then it would rationally be that, okay, it's over there. That same power would be imparted to other people. They specify in one of the other ones that it amplifies the wielder's power, and should clearly Ganondorf is a strong person. You found me. Hi, I gotta tell you something. That's new. I've been hearing that Korak Forest up north from Hyrule Castle has been really weird lately. I'm kind of worried about everyone in the forest. I guess it's just because they are now trying to get me to go visit the Deku Tree. We might have time today. I'm not going to commit to it, but if we have at least, like, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45. Yeah, I don't know. We've got 2 more after this. Anyway. Again, I just feel like it just being the Sacred Stones that give Ganondorf his power to summon all of these monsters seems a little out of pocket, and it feels like there's the implication, at least, that the legacy of the Triforce is already taking shape in Proto-Hyrule.
Sonia. Oh, Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive. And you will.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try. It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. And you are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
the reason I am here.
Imagine how strong your neck would have to be to carry that much hair everywhere you go. This one, a little hard to see, but it's Sonia's grave. The thought I had from the second vision, where they were like, "Oh, I sense my power in you." The thought I had was, okay, well, so that means that somewhere out there, completely unrelated to this whole story, Sonia and Rory already have kids. That the prince and or princess of Hyrule don't care about the the fight against Ganondorf. They're not included at all. They're not mentioned at all, but they happen because Zelda's here. Anyway. Give you 5 cents to guess what this one is. Here, I'll give you the better angle for it.
He managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
Maybe if you go to the chasm here after talking to Impa, they give you the diegetic order. However, it's much easier just to look things up. Glad that she's still right there. Because tracking her down is the hard part. In my research prior to the stream, I've learned that if you go to the Great Deku Tree, he'll put a marker on your map that will show you where the Master Sword is, and from what I read, it's supposed to be like a, what? Why is it moving? To give you a tease. But yeah, when they mentioned draconification in that third vision, I was like, okay, someone's turning into a dragon, surely. But I was quite impressed with the way that they still built it as necessary into the story. Real quick, we're just going to activate this shrine. We're not going to go inside.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes.
After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Minoru, I'm counting on you. Link, I will restore the Master Sword for you. I will care for it until the time comes. I will pour my sacred power into it. It will be the weapon that defeats the Demon King.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You must. Protect them all!
But all the silent princesses. Okay. Let's go get the Master Sword. And we'll see what other story bits we can wrap up before our next stream. I'm a huge fan of Zelda's voice actor. She did a phenomenal job. And like, the entire time building up to that cutscene. I was like, okay, what's she gonna say? What could she possibly say in this dramatic moment before she transforms into a dragon? And I feel like Protect Them All is one of the best choices they could have possibly made. Because, like, I don't know if I have the full, like, headspace to wax poetic here, but Zelda's character in this is, like, she's done a lot already with all of the 100 years spent holding off Calamity Ganon. She's done a lot, and she's learned a lot, and she's grown a lot as a person. But, like, this is where she is confronted with the fact we've already lost. What could we possibly do? And she has one final thing that she realizes maybe there's a chance if we do this. Maybe if I can get Link the Master Sword, if I can repair it and bestow it with greater power, then maybe he'll be able to do it. And I'm willing to give up everything to make sure he has this chance. And, like, the desperation, because obviously, you know, lose yourself. She has no guarantee she's coming back from this. Not a great prospect, but that's how much she wants to protect her people and the people that she cares about, the people who have supported her as she tried to be the hero in her era, and now realizing that she needs to rely on Link to do the things that she is unable to do based on her circumstances and the power that she lacked. And so again, huge fan. I'm very excited for the Age of Imprisonment, even though if they do another off-canon story twist, they better do it well, because they did a good job with this story in my opinion. But anyway, a huge fan of the story in this game and of Zelda in particular, and the way that she is portrayed.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its corruption was healed by its time with the Light Dragon. The blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the Demon King. Good stuff. Nothing, huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. You have to quote-unquote throw the Master Sword. Anyway. Yeah. Big fan. And there's part of me that's like, okay, if Sonia had survived, potentially Zelda might have found a way to develop her abilities as a Sage of Time and find her way back. But because Sonia died, because Rauru died, because everyone else was, you know, unable to help her, she had to do what she felt was best, which was turn into a dragon. And it all works out in the end. Spoiler alert, when you beat Ganondorf, and things work out. But yeah, it's the way that the constraints of the story work on Zelda are very interesting. Also, the other thought that I was having, just the way Zelda's Lullaby is used so effectively in this game. I'm a huge fan. I've been playing Final Fantasy 16, and there's one particular musical riff that is the, like, heroic theme for the game. And watching them use it in similar ways to something like Zelda's Lullaby or the Hero of Hyrule riff. It's interesting and it's fun and it's cool. Video game music is a phenomenal genre into itself. Okay. Anyway, this really is wonderful news. The Sage of Spirit, who fought alongside the ancestors, is now here to help. That means you're well supported in the fight against the Demon King.
What?
The Master Sword was restored, you say? When were you planning on literally now, Purah. And it was found on the head of a white dragon of all places? That's hard to believe. However, this was Princess Zelda's wish. One she believed in so strongly she gave her life to see it through, for us. Thank you for finding the sword, Link. I have to say, you really don't look quite yourself unless you've got the Master Sword at your side. Now then, it seems you have all you need. You're prepared to face our enemy. We need to determine where the Demon King is lurking. It seems unlikely he'd still be in Hyrule Castle. I can't think of any place he'd be here on the surface. That must mean that's it, the depths. Well, wouldn't you say there's a high probability that he's in the depths? Do what you think best, of course, but my suggestion is ask Joshua if she has any information she may have. She's enthusiastic about investigating the depths, so I'm sure she'd be happy to help out.
Yeah.
Link, the rest is up to you. Hi, swordsman! Listen to this! I received new info about the depths. We've discovered more statues in Lanayru to the east. That region has many chasms. You'll find these statues at the bottom of two of them. One is on the land of the Lanayru wetlands, the other is north of Kakariko village. All of these statues have a strong resemblance to the Zora, and these seem to lead toward the east. Given the first statue we investigated helped guide you to a destination, I think these statues are probably guides to somewhere too. God, I'm so motivated right now. I'll keep gathering info about the depths so I can be useful to you, swordsman. Chat back later, okay? At this rate, I bet you it's just a matter of time before we find a clue about Princess Zelda. I haven't talked to Joshua in a long time, so she is a little bit behind the times.
Okay.
Still haven't received any new info, but the reports I've already received are focusing on the chasms found in the east.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't talk to Joshua. Let's go to the temple here and see if we can rectify things now that we've seen all the memories. I'm not planning to go do Deku Tree stuff because I'm still sick, still tired, and Silksong is out, baby, so we are not going to drag this out too much longer. What have you got, input? Oh, Link! Thank you again for your help with the balloon. I believe there is something related to the geoglyphs somewhere within this temple. I am searching, but so far it has been in vain. The chambers here are enormous, so it will be a difficult task at best. Where could it be? Because I thought they gave you a little mini goddess statue when you got all of the shrines, so you could set this goddess statue back up right. I said shrines, when you find all the memories. Rip. We missed a button prompt. Yeah, that is the same order we've been following. Ah, this place. Lady Impa, let's head down. We must investigate up close.
Oh.
There, upon the walls. Are those not geoglyphs? What could this mean? I believe the one we saw first was the geoglyph on the left edge of the wall. As for the next painting, according to the floor map, it is near Rito Village. It seems the locations of the other geoglyphs on the wall are marked on the floor map as well. Just like in Dark Souls 2. I can hardly believe what my eyes behold. Who could have guessed this old ruin still held such secrets? They said that the geoglyphs appeared all over Hyrule during the upheaval when Princess Zelda went missing. How are they connected to these images here? There's no time to dawdle. Let us hurry and investigate the remaining geoglyphs. Oh, Lady Impa, perhaps you should rest a bit before such a trying journey. Link, if you happen to see a geoglyph during your travels, I urge you to investigate this matter as well. If more strange visions are waiting at the other geoglyphs, just like the one you already experienced, well, perhaps they will provide clues that can lead us to Princess Zelda. Yes, I believe the phrase is been there, done that. Oh, I guess it was just climb down was the button prompt. Ah, Link, are you making progress in your investigation of the geoglyphs? I see. So the dragon's tears were shed by Princess Zelda when she transformed, and the geoglyphs were drawn by an ancient people who touched those memories and saw visions as you did. Perhaps in the past they were more attuned to that sort of thing than the people of today. I understand now. So that is the truth of it all. Link, if all of the other memories you saw are true, then that means, since our Princess Zelda has become the light dragon, she can never again return to her original form. It is painfully tragic, our dear Princess Zelda. No, it cannot be. There must be a way, some method to restore Princess Zelda to her former self. Link, I will return to Kakariko Village and review the ancient literature once more. That is the most I can do to help Princess Zelda. A tear with a tear. But yeah, I feel like there's something here that we can do now that we've found all the geoglyphs. Maybe we go back to Kakariko. All of the goddess statues at the shrines of power, wisdom, and courage were like, oh, you've got to go help the primary goddess statue. And fam, I'd love to, but I don't remember how. Let's pop back to Kakariko real quick, I guess. There's a Korok here that I've seen many times. Just gonna pick it up now. You found me! Come to think of it, I'd heard the Korok Forest has been kind of weird lately. I wonder if it's better yet. Oh, so you're gonna keep telling us to go clear things up there? Maybe we don't give you that before we can repair the goddess statue. Let's see.
I came here to visit a friend that I had not seen in 100 years. She had been an advisor to the royal family, and following the calamity, she became the leader of this village while awaiting my return. The relief on her face when she saw me. We talked for hours and hours, trying to make up for all the time we'd lost.
Well, if it isn't Link, I'm always pleased to find you in good health. I only just came back to the village myself. I have been thinking of those glimpses you had of the light dragons, or rather, Princess Zelda's memories. It seems as though that must be an omen of some kind. The village is now in Paya's hands as chief, so I intend to keep looking for a way to restore the princess. You ought to devote your efforts to calming the effects of the upheaval. So, Link, perhaps you recognize what is shown on that screen? It is part of our history which must never be forgotten, the calamity. I don't want to risk getting caught in a flashback from Breath of the Wild, heaven forbid. Okay. We can go back again, see if having triggered the cutscenes, things are different. But if not, then I guess we will just go wait outside Kakariko and go take care of that next stream. Yeah, because I feel like you get some object to put in the middle here, and then that allows you to manipulate the goddess statue outside. But you can't move any of these. Those bastards thought they could hide a treasure chest from me. One could argue they succeeded until this point. Royal shield, huh? Better than this one. The tier with the tier is right here. But I don't know if there, again, I don't remember if there's something specific we can do with that. I don't think there's a sequence of you gotta push the right sequence to there's 7 of those down here. 8. Nine. Yeah. 11. Yeah, anyway. Good times, though. So yeah, that's all the memories. That's what actually happened to the Master Sword. That's what happened to Zelda. And now we have the Geoglyphs blocking. Okay, today's Friday. I might stream tomorrow. I might stream Blueprints tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see if I want to. Because I would like to get that finished too sometime soon. Monday, we'll be starting Skyward Sword, which I'm very excited for. I started playing it, but got distracted with other games. So I haven't finished it on the Switch. I'll start a new save, obviously, but that'll be Monday, and then Thursday next week, look for another Tears of the Kingdom stream. Yeah. I would like to finish the story quickly, I guess. There's part of it that wants to go fight Ganondorf soon, but I also know that on some level I'm gonna lose interest in completing the game after I beat it. And so I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing binge streams until I get everything and then go beat Ganon, or whether I'm gonna beat Ganon for the story's sake, wrap up the binge part of the stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. People enjoy watching Tears of the Kingdom at the very least, and generally get a good number of people, depending on the day at the time. So, I mean, as long as it keeps doing well, I'll keep doing 100% things, but it is on my mind to try to find a different game to play. I don't currently have another binge game that I would want to play, that I would want to sit and play for 7 hours at a time. But I'll think about it. There are a couple of contenders. I happily play something like Fire Emblem Three Houses. But it would also be more convenient not to need to keep my Switch 2 plugged in all the time. So anyway, I think that's going to be it from me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a comment. I always like to see when people have nice things to say about me. Otherwise, please like the stream, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I always like watching numbers go up. Look out for other streams in the future. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead of you, that you'll be able to take a nice break from work and enjoy playing games yourselves. Hopefully, if you like Silksong, like myself, you'll be able to play as much of it as you desire this weekend. All that said, as always, bye-bye!